So I'm going to be talking with my man Tony, who kickstarted his journey after, quite honestly, years of frustration of where he would get super locked in, cut all the weight down, and then gained it back because, quite honestly, it wasn't sustainable. He talks about how he cut out sugar, how he cut out carbs, and how he got skinny, how he lost the weight, but he wouldn't keep it off because he didn't have healthy habits. Now, he's down 25 pounds. He has a lot more sustainable lifestyle and enjoys fitness again. Don't take it from me. Let's get into the interview with Tony. So, first off, thanks for taking the time to chat today, my brother. Really, I want to be able to highlight your journey, where you were at before joining, what's kind of been the most valuable thing to you, big wins that you've had so far. And like I talked about, my goal ultimately is to be able to share this to others so they can see what's possible. So don't overthink anything.
Okay.
Start off with telling us a little bit about yourself, what you do, and what your fitness looked like before joining this program.
I'm 55. I'm an actor. I lived in New York for 25 years. Came to Phoenix because of COVID about 5 years ago. I was only supposed to be here 6 months, and I ended up staying 5 years. I'm still here 5 years. And I call it the COVID 20 is what I gained. COVID hit, and I just stayed in my apartment in New York for 4 months. Then I came here. I stopped walking like I did in New York all the time. So that helped me stay in shape a lot, even though I didn't go to the gym. So I lost the walking. I didn't go to the gym. I didn't ride my bike. I didn't do anything for 5 years. Well, yeah, 4.5 years.
Mm-hmm.
And last Christmas, my cousin said to me at a Christmas party, "When are you due?" And I was like, "Oh my God." And it was all my belly. She was saying I looked pregnant. Um, so that hit hard. And then on top of that, my pre-diabetes turned diabetes. I'm on a cholesterol medicine, high blood pressure, and diabetes medicine now. And so I hit rock bottom in the health department. I wanted to change. And so I found Kevin. So, or Kevin found me. We found each other.
It's hard to skip right along that because all of that is very moving. Like, I typically ask, like, was there like a specific moment? And you already called it out. Like, when you first came to us, like, what was it that you were looking for? Like, what did you actually want to achieve?
My goal was to get off the medicines by getting healthy, because that's something my doctor and I talked about. He's like, if you want to get off those, if you want to get off and reverse it, because now once you become diabetic from prediabetes, you don't go back to prediabetes. You are now diabetic for life, but you can reverse. And to get rid of my gut, to be quite honest, the vanity part. So
Right.
yeah.
And for those that can't see you right now, have you gotten rid of your gut? How much weight have you lost?
Well, technically, yes, 20 pounds, I think, or 15 pounds with you. I mean, I was 194 that December, and I'm now going from 170 to 172 to 171 to 170, 172. Like that's where I'm living right now.
That's great. And now, for those that don't know, we're working on body recomposition. So not only are we thinking about weight, but we're trying to shave body fat now. But the weight is coming down. Now we're focusing on building muscle. Like before you did join, though, what were you struggling with the most? Time, motivation, consistency, injuries, energy?
Motivation and desire, really. Like I was so what?
It's just crazy. It's crazy to hear how much you have changed. Like when you mention that now, and for those that will be watching this, it's like the guy gets up and works out first thing in the morning now. And it's just awesome to hear the change that happens like in the beginning and reflecting back on that.
Yeah, totally. And it's yeah, I know. Like as we're talking, I just think, and looking at myself in the video, and from when I started and who I was, that I remember the first interview. I think it was in my bedroom. The bedroom, I had the curtains drawn. It was dark.
You shed a tear.
Yeah, but I was in a dark place. Like I was literally in a dark place, and um, emotionally and spiritually and mentally and physically in the dark place. And now I'm sitting in the dining room with a bright light, with a yellow shirt that's a little tight. The camera moves with me, but look at this. Like, what is it?
Yeah, baby.
You
Let's
know?
go.
So yeah, and I'm like,
prior to joining the program, what were things that you had done in the past, or like what made working with me and investing into coaching different?
Well, I have one story when I was in 2017, I think it was 2017. I was about 189 pounds at the time, which was and I was going to stay there for 6 months. And I'm going to work for 6 months. And I just thought, I got to cut all bread and sugar. So I cut all bread and sugar, rode my bike 5 miles to work, worked 8 hours, rode my bike 5 miles home. Oh, and I went to the gym at 6 a.m. every morning before I went to work at 10 o'clock, 10 a.m. So it fell off, and I cut all bread and sugar and I got down 154 pounds. But I was gaunt and unhealthy looking
Mm.
and, really skinny, like what you call yoga, the yoga body or whatever you say. I mean, I had definition, but I didn't have information. That's it. I didn't have the information that I have with you. I didn't have
Mm.
the um regimen that I have with you. I had this old thing that I got from Craig Ballantyne from years ago. He was this guy, and I printed it out and I used this thing. And it was one of those legs, back, bicep, chest, shoulder, triceps. Remember those workouts? The
Hmm.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, something like that. And that's what all I did: legs, back, bicep, chest, shoulder, triceps, legs, back, bicep, chest, shoulder, triceps. And I got it, and I got fit up here, but my legs, even though I was riding my bike, my legs were skinny. And yeah, I have information, I have a regimen, I have a program to fall back on now that I didn't then. And it's become, I know, this is it. I passed the 6 months now, and that I did. As soon as I finished 6 months in P Town and I went to Boston, I stopped working out. I couldn't keep it up.
Mm. Yeah.
So I feel like I've passed, knock on wood, that point where it's gonna stick. Hopefully, I mean, I signed on with you for another year, so it's definitely sticking for another year.
That's right. Yeah, like what were some of the first early wins that you had in the program? Because you came from this approach of doing the all or nothing. You got down to the yoga body and then you lost it because of it was all out, you know? And then my approach is obviously completely different.
Yeah. Just moving. Like with you, it was just moving, um, getting the steps in. Um, one day all of a sudden the butterfly was not as hard as before. Um,
Hmm.
Getting comfortable with the kettlebell. I've never done kettlebell work before, and now I
Mm.
can do it. Today I did the butterfly, and it was even easier. That I know you're going to tell me to hit the harder button, but I'm sticking with. I'm going to enjoy my time with the butterflies right now. But it was easier, and it was, yeah. The wins they're small, but they're good. Like, and they're steps back, but you just keep going forward. The wins are there. Yeah, it's a good reminder to look back at. Oh my God, yeah, I just think of the first month with you and I think of the videos I took, and I didn't know what I was doing. And I'm more comfortable with a lot of the exercises today and just doing it. What is the thing I see, and I can never remember the names, but when you're lying down and you do the
The
leg,
bicycle crunches.
no, when you're lying down and you do the leg, it was just in today's exercise. When you go 1, 2, 3, 4, step out, 1, 2, 3, 4, step in with your
Oh,
legs.
the what do I call that?
What
The
do you call that?
VF series, I think.
It's like that and your butt, and it's just like, and I got through 3 sets today. Before that it was the butterfly, and then after that it was the reverse pull-up. But like the weird ones that I think are weird will be comfortable in a couple of months. And this is a new one, it's a little weird, but
That's right.
the butterfly was weird to me, and today I did it. And that's the other thing, I'm feeling where it's working and what's happening. Like, oh, my abs are stronger. That's why I can do this. And I don't have a
Yeah.
big barrel there or balloon there to keep me from doing it.
Yeah. Was there things that you felt like prior to getting into the program where you felt like you were doing it right, but then after you started working with us, how you felt like you actually needed some tweaking in that area?
I honestly, I can't, I got to say no, because I don't remember what I used to do anymore. Like everything I'm doing now.
Maybe it just took out the guesswork for you.
Yeah, I get. Yeah. I mean, like I said, it was the program of legs, back, bicep, chest, shoulder, tricep. I understand now why you put me on the executive, because of the fat loss. And I was, and you know me, there was several, like the third month, I'm like, can I start working out? Can I do weights? You're like, no, 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 you're on the executive. And it took me now this month, this last couple of weeks, and being able to. This is like one of my skinny shirts, right? Being able to wear this shirt and go, oh, I understand why I'm on the fat loss program, and I didn't want to be on the fat loss program with the other guys who are way bigger than me. But now that I look at my first picture, and I'm all belly, and I look
Yep.
at this last month's picture and just see myself down in the mirror, it's
Yes.
gone. You know what I mean? Like, and so
That's
now,
awesome.
yeah, it's wild. It's wild. But I didn't want to be the guy. I didn't want to be in the group of 200 something pound guys. But it's not about that. It's about I was overweight and fat in the middle section. That's where I carried, and that's where it was. And so
Hmm.
I had to. That's why today I was like, no, I'm not going to do the pump. I'm going to finish my 4 days of executive, and if I can get the pump tomorrow, I will. But
Yeah, your mindset has shifted so much. It's been so powerful because you know what it takes, you
did
know?
we record the first interview? God, I hope we did.
Uh,
That would
probably,
that would
probably.
be amazing to watch. That would
Okay,
be
let's see if
awesome.
I can find it. Let me
Yeah,
write that down.
that would be an amazing thing to watch.
Yeah.
Because
Well, speaking of that, because what? Why?
no, because I mean, like I said, I'm in bright yellow and in a bright room. I was in a dark place, and I was just, but I just at that interview, I mean, I know you remember. Yeah, I was emotional. I cried. Like when I got sober, I just said, just turn it over. Just turn it over to this guy. Just that's what they say in AA. Turn it over to your higher power, God or whatever. And I just trusted you, and I said, just turn it over. Even though there were days where I was like, fuck this guy, fuck this thing, just keep going, just keep going, and even, just within the last 2 weeks, I was like, I don't want to be doing these step ups on this bench, but I'm going to keep doing the step ups on the bench.
The mindset, man. I have
Yeah.
those days too.
Yeah.
Well, listen, man, a lot of people that follow my content who haven't necessarily take action yet, like if you had the opportunity to sit across from them, whether it be online or in person, like what would you actually tell them?
Just trust the program, trust the knowledge that you have, because you have knowledge, like you said, there's 17 years of knowledge to I have 30 years of buying a men's fitness magazine, downloading Greg Ballantyne's thing. Like yeah, you have the knowledge that I'd never had, that I needed, and trust in that. Yeah, I mean that's what I would say. There's so much information that you have. There's so much. The program, I love the app. It's just easy to follow. Um, trust in K squared.
Just sharing, yeah, I mean it's easy to say when you're in it, but when people are first started, they're scared, you know, because I hold a very high standard.
Well, you got to be ready and want it. That's the thing. Like you
Yeah,
have to be ready and want it, because if you're not, then don't waste your money. Like
yeah,
that's, and if you're ready, it's like sobriety. If you when you hit rock bottom and you're ready, this is the place to go. Yeah, there's a lot of other guys. There's a lot. Listen, I've talked to people, and I'll tell you this: I've talked to people, influencers online, who they ask me what I'm doing. Are you in a program? And I tell them, yes, I'm in this program. And I tell them, like, oh, like 7 months, you should be farther along. And I'm like, I don't need to hear that noise. I'm exactly where I need to be. I'm trusting in this program, like, because to me it's huge. I'm 194 pounds in December, and I'm 171 is what I weigh today. Like that's huge. That's
right.
I don't need.
And you have it up here, and you have healthy habits. Because listen, if we wanted to, we could get you to shave freaking X amount of weight in 30, 60 days, But
Which
then
is
in 30, 60 days, just like your bicycling thing, it's gone. But
well, that's why
now,
I have.
you know,
Oh, that's what I want to say. Like I have a foundation. It's like in AA when I got sober, the first 90 days were so important, because you create this. You have a foundation. You go to meetings. You call your sponsor. You have the group of guys you hang out with. You do the steps. This is it. I go to the gym. We have a group of guys weekly. I have my sponsor. You're my coach. I have the program. I have steps. I have the foundation now to carry me through for hopefully the rest of my life. That's all. Like I'll be 65, 70, and I'll be like, let me do some butterflies, because now I know I have them.
that's right.
So
Well, Tony, man, want to keep it short and simple. Thanks for being open and honest, sharing your journey. I know that it's going to inspire a lot of people who were in your shoes before joining, because you're killing it and you're a true testament of what it's been like of someone who's going through the program, you know, lost, not sure what to do, confident, vibrant, and knowing what you're doing and getting results. So thanks for hopping on and sharing that, and let's keep crushing it.
Yeah, sounds good.